Today it must be a real day of joy, relief for those family members who thought that there was no end in sight in this, that their loved ones would be trapped, and and how many of such episodes have happened in the past where landslides have happened, people have lost their loved ones in these tough terrains. So hopes were minimal, surely, for the family members and the trapped workers.
Well, Nabila, the emotions and the commotion that I'm anticipating here, the world will not be just hope, but it will be a festival, not less than a festival. They did not celebrate Deepavali, they did not celebrate Chhath. It will be a celebration, a festive day, the moment they will be meeting their family members, be it the 41 workers or their family members, whether the meeting happens here inside the ambulance or inside the hospital. That really be a moment when they'll see literally collapsing every day. When they used to come here, they here get to know that operations being done is in the last scales and last leg, and by evening, by tomorrow, by day after, they'll be out. But then by evening, going back to their accommodations arranged here, they were only taking back was the disappointment. In fact, every day we used to cover from different dimensions, different areas, to speaking to the experts, and everything that could anticipate that it is just matter of hours, if not days. But then, be it on 17th of November, be it on 21st of November, be it on 24th of November, every evening also virtually it was leading to a disappointment. And whenever there was massive situation, one could only anticipate that now this operation is little gone for all. And trust me, the day when this machine, the auger blades, I'll take you to these images of the hero blades of this auger machine. This is the standby American auger machine, was airlifted from Indore. The day we heard that these giant machines have literally collapsed against the drilling when there was a metal surface. That was the disappointment, and there was literally a pin drop silence. Several family members were literally crying, they were emotional, and they literally left in hope. But immediately, just was matter of hours, all the agencies, international, national experts decided, forget about these machines. We're going to, take multiple approaches. Vertical drilling, multiple drilling, perpendicular, even from the other end near Barcode. But besides that, there was also discussion happening. And then now we need to cut out the muck, we need to cut out and remove the structures, the debris, parts of the hero blades of the auger machine. And then they decided now it is the time to go conventional. The traditional method, of course, in the rat miners. And they were called from different companies, from different places who have the expertise. And when you have seen
that nearly
all
12 of those
rat
miners were brought in from Delhi itself exclusively for this, Gaurav. Rat mining itself is banned. Mining itself is banned, and rat miners clearly are someone who know the technique of trying to manually excavate. So they were brought in specially for this because machines, the heaviest of the heavy machines, had failed, despite that auger machine
the garlands are now going in. We are looking at those images of garlands being taken inside. 41 garlands, we are told. General V.K. Singh, Minister of State and Road Transport and Highways Ministry, he's gone in. Pushkar Singh Dhami, the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Lieutenant General Harpal Singh, former Engineer-in-Chief of the Indian Army, already inside. Other rescue workers, team leaders, they're all inside, all indicating that it's now just a matter of time before workers are brought out. We are told that there's another team that is inside that's actually capturing this on camera for this to be a test case of how this was a victory against all odds. Ashutosh, at one point of time, it seemed like a lost game when drilling from both sides did not succeed, when that vertical drilling did not succeed, when that machine broke down. It looked like a lost cause, and yet they seem to have succeeded against all odds.
But Gaurav, India is known for winning several battles, which was always said that we the lost. So we are expert in winning the lost battles, and this is exactly what has happened. When this massive technology, everything that failed, the people, the manpower, the ordinary people who did extraordinary work, going inside the narrow tunnel. Imagine this is the hard surface. I'm walking so freely on this structure. Digging out such kind of structure is easier. But when you have a rock solid, literally boulders, metal structures, iron rods, when the machine failed to clear it out, to cut it out, to drill it out, it was the people, the team of the 12 people, the miners. In fact, imagine when this kind of operation is banned in India, it was a rescue operation when these extraordinary people were called in, and they were so confident. There one of the such person is named Munna, and India feel proud of Munna and his team who did this exemplary work, extraordinary work. Machine failed, these people by their hand. Conventional, to imagine, the drilling machine, the very ordinary hilting machine. We do the drilling in our home when there is a RCC structure to drill out and to put out pasting. This kind of machine, very ordinary machine they use inside the tunnel. Normal gas cutter, they cut down the material, clear the muck manually. Just imagine these kind of small plate, collecting the muck and then by a rope pulling it out. So this kind of operational, very conventional method, when every technology failed, every machine failed, the people with that courage. In fact, I asked Munna, and I am sure this message goes to the family of Munna, that there will be no oxygen inside. 60 meter depth, probably you will not be able to breathe. He said, I don't need anything. My brothers are inside. I'll go inside. I'll take them out, whatever it takes. That was the message, and that gave me one moment of courage that finally it will happen. The breakthrough will happen. If not today, maybe tomorrow. It may take time, but finally it happened. Taking you to these images, a moment of wait. Perhaps they have waited for 17 days, and now every minute is crucial. They are waiting for this moment when the ambulances will come out. General V.K. Singh, along with the officials, carrying nearly 41 garlands, which will be, of course, it's going to be a special welcome for all of these workers who have literally had a race against time in the tunnel when there was no end to the level of difficulties, facing hardship, barely some light in the tunnel, surviving only on dry fruits.
How did they keep their morale high for these 17 days? How did they keep their morale high? What all was done by the workers themselves to ensure that, there's no sunlight, there's hardly any fresh air? How did they ensure that that gloom, doom and despair did not overcome and take over all of them?
Workers from different states, they speak different language, but there was something keeping them united was the difficult situation, and these difficulties, they were united, they were together. One of them used to come to the pipe, and I cannot find literally that pipe here to demonstrate the level of difficulties. We are able to communicate through the satellite communication, through a mobile phone. But the first pipe that was already inside, even the debris, fell down in the tunnel, that was one pipe. When everyone on the day this happened, most of these workers literally stepped out of this front portal from the tunnel. Those were strapped, and when they started finding where are the other people, they are going literally untraceable. Then the first sound that few of these workers heard from a very narrow pipe near the front portal. Then they started responding to that pipe extremely thin, nearly 4 inches of the dia. They started hearing some sound, and that was the courage and morale. They knew that someone would come to us, maybe in an hour or maybe in a day. Someone will hear to us. They were constantly sending out signals, and the signal was nothing but just a voice wave, which was traveling a 60 meter in a very narrow pipe. And because of that wave that was followed, that was immediately informed to the NHIDLC. We are hearing some voices from inside, and that was the first channel established between them. 60 meter length of a pipe, and only they could hear 1 or 2 words.